Welcome to Beating Cancer Daily. Beating stage 4 cancer for 30 years still takes my breath away every time I say it. I'm Saranne, founder of the Comedy Cures Foundation, and I hope you'll join me for just a few minutes daily for the next 365 days so we may laugh, learn, maybe cry a little as we live our best days beating cancer daily together. What makes you feel brave while going through cancer treatment? I've been thinking about this. Where did I get my courage from? Now, a lot of people will say from their faith, and a lot of people will say, oh, I had an anthem song that I just love to listen to. And I want to do an entire episode on my anthem songs. But I feel like I have to devote an episode to this song because it was played so many times. Now, it's called If I Were Brave, written by Janice Stanfield and Jimmy Scott. Now, what would I do if I knew that I could not fail? If I believed, would the wind always fill up my sail? How far would I go? What could I achieve? Trusting the hero in me. Oh my gosh. Trusting the hero in me. This is me just saying that line just got me every time, and it still does. If I were brave, I'd walk the razor's edge, what true believers dare to tread. I'd never lose faith, even when losing my way. What step would I take today if I were brave? Well, I can't think of a bigger razor's edge than cancer treatment, right? We are fighting for our lives. So razor's edge right there. And then the chorus is, what would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? And they repeat it 4 times. I used to sing that at the top of my lungs. What if we're all meant to do what we secretly dream? Big line, guys, big line. Because that's when I made sure that I made my bucket list. I did that whole episode on the living list, the bucket list. Secretly dream, write it down, put it down right now and start living that. Back to the song. What would you ask if you knew you could have anything? Like the mighty oak sleeps in the heart of a seed. Are there miracles in you and me? You know there are. My gosh. I remember praying for miracles all day long that I would beat stage 4 cancer. So just this idea, what would you ask for if you knew you could have anything? Sometimes I think we don't ask for or pray for what we secretly want because there's so many reasons. You don't think you deserve it. You don't think you'll ever get it. You don't think that the world works that way. But when you're going through cancer treatment, this is the time to ask, to dream, to pray. Seriously. So it goes on. If I were brave, I'd walk the razor's edge where true believers dare to tread. I'd never lose faith, even when losing my way. What step would I take today if I were brave? So it repeats again. Love it. Then, if I refuse to listen to the voice of fear, would the voice of courage whisper in my ear? Maybe this is what I'd hear. Now, if I refuse to listen to the voice of fear, would the voice of courage whisper in my ear? I can't think of a more fearful time than when you have cancer. And aren't we just all looking for this courage? Okay, so let's get back to the song. I'm sorry, I just love this piece of music, this piece of poetry. So the last line was, maybe this is what I'd hear. I am brave enough to move ahead. where true believers dare to tread. Never lose faith even when losing my way. What step will I take today? I am brave. So it switches a little now going towards the end of the song. And I am brave enough to move ahead. Like I did have that courage to fight. And I became a believer that I could beat this, even though everybody was saying I couldn't get my affairs in order. I didn't lose faith. And, sometimes I did lose my way for a minute and think this is overwhelming, but I never lost my way. I kept my eye focused on getting through this, getting the miracle, and just reinforcing my strength and my bravery and my hope so that I could keep going. Then the end of the song repeats over and over again. What will I do today? I am brave. What will I do today? I am brave. And then it repeats 8 times. So this was my anthem. I sang it so much. I played it so many times in the car that my daughter just said, "Okay, Mom, we know you're brave. Okay, Mom, everyone knows you're brave. Can we listen to something else?" So I just was obsessed, and I still listen to the song. I still play it for patients all the time. It still inspires me. Here's the epilogue to this. Well, I'm talking to you, so you know that I did beat stage 4 cancer against great odds. But I got to meet Jana Stanfield. It turns out that we were both speaking at a conference, and I went up to Jana before she was going to perform. I introduced myself. She had heard of the Comedy Cures Foundation, which is the nonprofit that I started for my chemo chair, and she was a fan of the charity and our work. But she didn't know how her song, If I Were Brave, inspired me, gave me the fuel to fight, and that I was obsessed with it and I listened to it all the time. So Jana actually invited me to perform the song on stage with her and to tell the story of the impact that the song had on me while I was fighting for my life. Tears, tears, tears. I mean, that just bonded us for a very long time. And when she came to New York to perform at Carnegie Hall, she actually called me and said that she had extra time and would I want to do a program with her. And she allowed me to bring her to Columbia Presbyterian Hospital, which is now New York Presbyterian. And she performed with me, with patients, room to room, just inspiring them as we told our story of how we met and how her music just inspired me. So I hope that this song resonates for you the way that it resonated for me and gave me perseverance and courage and strength and this indomitable spirit to just keep trying, keep waiting for my miracle, to keep looking for ways to heal and to change my body chemistry and to get better and keep giving back. And it has. And so I wish for you the same response, the same connection that I had. And if it doesn't work for you, I hope that you do find a song that you want to play over and over again that just makes you feel so courageous. Have a blessed day. And as always, I ask that I would love for you to share your favorite bit of music with me. What is it that keeps you going? What is it that makes your heart swell? If you go to comedycures.org, you can hit the record button and let me know, or you can write to me right from the website by going to the Write Us button or the Contact Us section and let me know what songs work for you. Have a blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow. And I did not sing Did you get that? I did not sing this song because you might never tune back into this podcast. I hope you guys know this, but Beating Cancer Daily is a listener and donor-supported podcast and community. So if you have some extra change, I'd love you to go to comedycures.org and make a donation today of whatever level is comfortable for you. And it will be tax deductible to the extent allowed by law, because Comedy Cures is a nonprofit 501c3 organization founded from my chemo chair, April 1999, and we've been going strong ever since. So please consider making a donation today and help our community and this podcast thrive. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow. Guess what time it is? It's time for me to read the disclaimer. Beating Cancer Daily and the membership circle are not in lieu of medical advice or treatment. They are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your healthcare team to review your best strategy. Thanks for listening.